Today I'm up in my bedroom because my legs, I just couldn't get downstairs. And I thought, let's do it simple today. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling fatigued. But I also have upstairs with me some items that I took with me. I was at my stepson's birthday party at the weekend, and he was 30. And I took some products with me. And I thought, let's do a little look around the products that I took with me, because a lot of the time when you see YouTubers, you do wonder, like, what are the things that they'd sling into a bag if they were going out, because got so many things. And so there were a mixture of things that I really like, and that I've talked about before, and then things that are new and that I wanted to use. So I'm hoping that some people, now I'm not sure whether today is going to be more of a kind of people watching me on catch up, because I have a feeling, I don't know if my messages are coming up. Right, let me just, yeah, so I'm not sure if messages are coming up, but come and say hello to me if they are. I'm just going to put on some of my tinted serum, and I'm going to do the look that I did at the weekend, made by Mitchell. Hello, Jem. Made by Mitchell is doing a live at the moment, and I was watching it a minute ago, and I think quite a few people will probably be watching that. So it may be that you catch me on catch up. So I'm sitting by my bed. Hello, Mrs. Mo. I'm sitting by my bed, but I'm sitting facing the light. So I'm on the bed, but in a bit of an odd position. But it's still better than going downstairs. Now I'm putting on this primer with my fingers today, because I actually quite like applying it with my fingers. And I've just put on some of some serum that I got free a while back from Victoria Beckham, and then forgot to use it. And it's the Augustina Spada serum, and it has given my skin quite a lift. So in this light though, I'm a bit alarmed by my grey hair. Definitely, look, there's where I've had it dyed at the back. It definitely needs a bit of a going over. Hello from New York City, Sweet Polly. Hello, hello, hello. And what time is it in New York City? So today's going to be a simple look, and I'm just repeating myself. I went away for the weekend, and I knew I was going to be quite exhausted, so I thought I'll just sling some makeup in my makeup bag, and I thought, let's do the look that I did. So it was for my stepson's 30th birthday. So we went away for an overnight stay, and I thought, let's show you that look. Oh, please tell me my foundation's in here. It should be. Oh, it might be. I've got a smaller tube of it. It was all in here. I'm doing it again, guys. Let's do this before. Now, this is the Brow Freeze Gel. It's 9:04 a.m. in New York City. Wow, thank you. Now, I got this a couple of weeks ago, and I am planning to do a comparison between this, the Brow Freeze that's in a pot, and the and the P. Louise one, which is called Hold You Down. Now, this is actually great for if you're going away, because it's like a mascara wand. You can see, though, it's quite wet, right? That's the only thing. But if you like that look of your brows being held up, and you want to have something that's easy to put in your handbag, then this is probably a good option. Now, I don't know if you can see this. The only thing is, because if you get foundation in your brows, then it kind of accentuates it. So you have to kind of wipe it down. There is a flat side to this where you can basically then wipe off the excess and push up your brows. Oh dear, you made me spend, I made you spend £150. I'm sorry, but I hope you don't regret it. So it takes a while to set this. So that's why I just got a little travel size to try it out. I would still say that my favourite is the P. Louise one. But this is good if you're out and about and you like that really lifted brow effect. But it is quite wet and it takes a while to dry. Okay? Now I've got to find my foundation. Hello, Benny. It might be in this bag in here. It might be in this bag. Just bear with me, guys. Sorry about this. I thought it was in my makeup bag, and it's not. And if not, I'll just have to do it with concealer instead. But it should be here. I thought I had everything ready today. Isn't it always the way? You know, I'll find it as soon as I come off my line. Right, I'll have to do it with concealer. It should be in my little makeup bag. I'll do it with concealer instead. Because I've got the tan concealer. And the good thing about this primer is it's quite good coverage anyway. So actually this will be a little bit more natural looking. You bought the quad. Oh, do you know what? I must do another look with that quad. Have I done a look with the quad? So I'm going to just dot this around my cheek area, as I haven't got the foundation. Crazy Cat is absolutely what? Great? Awful? Do you like it or not? Don't I look yellow in this light? I can assure you guys that I'm not yellow. It's just that the light in my bedroom is not great. I'm facing a window so that you can see me, but it is making me look like you've got, sorry, Crazy Cat is absolutely, and I'm waiting in anticipation to find out whether you like it or not. It is making me look very yellow in this light, but I can assure you I'm not yellow. This would be the time to do that cool powder trick that I do. You know, when you use a powder for cooler skin tones and it neutralizes your face. But unfortunately, I haven't got one up here to do that because you'd really see it. You'd really see it. So if you get a foundation that's looking too yellow, as this is at the moment, but this is just the light, then if you put on a powder that is designed for cooler skin tones, and you put that on, it will balance out the yellow in your foundation. Oh, Crazy Cat is absolutely crazy. Right, this finishing powder is also pan, so I'm going to even accentuate the yellow now but in this light. This isn't a very accurate light. I did just order something from Made by Mitchell. He's just brought out some new bronzers. And I've just tried a shade called Secret Ingredient, I think it is. Because it looked like it was quite a neutral bronzer. Oh, well, that's good. Well, listen, I'll do a look with Crazy Cat. Remind me to do a look with Crazy Cat because there's no need to be scared of it. Okay? And I'm going to show you what I did. I started out doing a very simple look and then made it a little bit more bold. So I'm going to show you how I did that at the weekend because it kind of blends in. You can kind of ramp it up for night. And then you can have something that looks a bit more fitting in the day. Now, I'm just using the Victoria Beckham bronzer. Okay, and the other thing you can do with your bronzer, of course, is I take the lighter shade and do this. Squeeze your bronzer brush. And just do that. Right. You watch, I'll find that foundation in a minute. But it doesn't matter. That's a bell, by the way, of my mum's that she gave me. And I've been using it when I'm in bed and I need help. Right. There we go. Look, I told you I'd find my foundation. Oh, let's put some of it on. It was in there. It was in there all the time. Probably don't need to add any more on, but I'm going to. Just a little bit, because it is quite luminous, this. I don't know how these things managed to hide from me. It was actually in my makeup bag. I'm not going to put any more powder on. Tanning drops. Which tanning drops are you talking? Oh, what, the Made by Mitchell ones? Well, the ones that I use, the bronzer drops, are the Daniel Sandler ones. Now, I started off doing something really simple and then dialing it up, and I'm going to show you. So, these are my two favourites at the moment, and I think you may have seen one. I managed to find the eye pencil. So, this is Pecan, right? Great if you're going away, because I can literally, I've got a tiny handbag, and I can get these in my handbag. And I'm going to show you the look that you can get just out of these two eye pencils. So this one is in Pecan. Why am I in bed? My leg was hurting today and I just didn't want to go downstairs because it hurts too much. My arthritis is playing up in my knee. So I thought I'll do it from my bedroom. Now, look at that. That's Victoria Beckham. So simple. So effective. And as I said last week, these don't dry out because the lid on them snaps on. And actually, although this isn't brilliant light, I think you can see them better in this light. Now, you probably don't think this is a very exciting shade, and it's not. But it's a very useful shade to have. Hello, Terry. So that's Pecan. And I started off the look like this, but then I dialed it up. And then I put in shroom onto my mobile lid, which I think I showed you last week. Now, the thing is, this would be a great everyday look. But then I use these as a kind of use this in the day. So say you're going to an all-day do and then you just kind of want to dial it up at night. This is a great way of doing that. You've got something that's sort of quite everyday. Then I use the Daniel Sandler purple eyeliner. Now, what I love about this eyeliner is that when you put it on, I'm going to put a little bit underneath. Now, I'm going to show you, when you put this on, it makes you look, people go, oh, what have you got in your waterline? And I haven't put anything in my waterline. But it suddenly makes the white lower waterline look like you've put a brightening pencil in it, even when you haven't. See? Doesn't it, Terry? It just suddenly makes it look like you've put a brightening pencil in your waterline when you haven't. Now, I'm going to take this, tuck it in. And then I use some of this. Now, this is the day look, but I'm going to dial it up in a minute. I got this at Christmas. I'm not sure if you've seen this. But what this is the Hourglass highlighting stick, which actually looks very similar to the highlighter I've got by Estée Lauder, but it's a cream. Okay? It's very similar. And what I did is I took some of this on my finger and used it up here under my brow. In all the usual places, you can put a little bit in the centre of your lids. And in the corner. Here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to warm some up on my finger so I don't drag my foundation. Again, this is very like the Estée Lauder one in that it doesn't look too shimmery. It just looks like your skin has got a nice glow to it. This is kind of my first layer look. So that, and this, by the way, is called Rose Gold Flash. I'll show you it in a minute next to the Estée Lauder one. But it's like, it's quite handy if you're, again, if you're staying away for the night, because you can just put it in your makeup bag, like so. The only thing that with these sticks, by the way, is that you need to make sure they're snapped on. I keep forgetting. I think they're snapped on. You just need to make sure they're snapped on. Otherwise, they'll dry out. And then I put some of this Doll 10, which is a cream blush. On my cheeks. And a little bit on my lips. But that was kind of just looked like, hello everyone, I've arrived. But then, to dial it up, I'm going to just do my brows, because I've just done that gel stuff. But I think I had a brow liner in here. Yes, I had the Victoria Beckham one. I just need to fill them in a bit, because they're looking... This light is making everything look really a lot grayer than it actually is. This is the Victoria Beckham brow blade, and I'm using it in dark brown. Because again, a lot of companies, their medium brown is too warm toned. And as you can see, I've got the type of hair, because I'm half Indian, as I'm getting older, it's going from virtually black to white. There's no, this is dye from the ends, but there's no warmth in my hair colour. And a lot of makeup companies seem to think that you either have got black brows or you've got warmer tone brows. And I think it's only Anastasia that I've noticed that have got kind of cooler tone, lighter colour. But this one's okay. I basically wouldn't recommend the Victoria Beckham brow liner. I tried, I mean, I've got it, I like it. But I just think with the brow blade and the Charlotte Tilbury brow liner, I just think you can get the same for cheaper. And the things that are worth it from their brand, and everybody's on a budget, most people are, unless you're Victoria Beckham. So I like to tell people, like, if you've got the money, it's worth getting X, rather than, oh, get this, get that, get the other, because, you know, I'm sort of like to think of myself as a personal shopper. Now, this is what I did to dial this up. I'm going to find my brush. So I need that in a minute to blend out. But because it was St. Patrick's Day, and because my partner's family sort of got Irish background and everything else, I then just used this new palette from Made by Mitchell, and I just pressed this over what I'd already done. Because don't forget that pencil that you put underneath will help this to stick. And this matte shade in the corner is beautiful because it's a tealy matte shade. And the outfit I had on was teal. Right, so I'm just going to take... They're really pigmented, these palettes. So be careful how much you pick up with your brush. But what the brown will do underneath is it will give you your transition. Thank you, Terry. They were saying that to me at the weekend. Oh, you look so healthy. And I said, you know it's all makeup, don't you? Because the last time a lot of my partner's family saw me was in intensive care. My brother-in-law, so Mick's sister's husband, he works in intensive care. Not in the hospital that I was in, But he came to visit me after his shift, and I could see him looking at all the monitors. And actually it was funny because I wanted to thank him for visiting me, but I didn't know if I dreamt it, because I was kind of, when I first came out of, you know, I'd been on a ventilator and everything. When I first came out of it, I was kind of breezing back in and out of consciousness, and I didn't know what I was dreaming and what I wasn't. So I sent him a note saying, thank you for visiting me. If you didn't visit me, I'm not being sarcastic. I just have a feeling that you did, but I'm not sure. Now, they've got a yellow in here, but I'm not going to put the yellow on. There's this yellow here, look. You can put the yellow in the middle, look like that. Really make it look like St. Patrick's Day. Go on, I'll put a dot in there. But can you see how that wand underneath kind of helps to blend it in? And then actually I'm going to put a little bit more of this green one, this normal green, as opposed to the teal green on in this corner here. And then with my finger, I'm just going to take a bit of that teal underneath. And the teal and the purple mixed perfectly, because the purple eyeliner of Daniel's is waterproof. So it kind of, whatever you put over the top sets it. Now what you can do then is take back your other eye stick. If you think, oh, that's not blended out very well at the top, it's just go back in with your pecan at the top. Like so. And then that's going to blend it out for you. So the reasons I picked these rather than anything else was because they're portable. Right, and then of course, I had my little mascara from Charlotte Tilbury, which I'll do in a minute. But I had to do a red lip. I love a red lip with a green look. And I took this with me. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Red Carpet Red Lip Liner. Hello, Ava. Now, Red Carpet Red Lip Liner looks red on me. And yet, for years, I've had the other red one from Charlotte Tilbury that looks pink. And then I use this, which is called Ruby Dew, which is basically the Love Me Liquid MAC lip colour, but it's in Ruby Woo shade. But it's called Ruby Dew. So they do different formulas of Ruby Woo. The original is Ruby Woo in matte, and they do different ones depending on what formula. But this one is sort of the best of everything because it's a liquid lip colour, but it's not matte. And especially at the moment while I'm waiting to see a dentist, because it makes my teeth look whiter, having a red lip. I'm so sorry to read that, Megan. Now, what you can do with this is just put a little bit of this in the centre there and use it as to tie in your colour. But if you're going to use red like that, just put a little dot in the centre. So it's a little flush of colour. Oh, has she done some tanning drops? I must go and have a look. Do you know what? I never get notified anymore by text or by email. Right, and then what I'm going to do is finish off with this mascara, which is the Pillow Talk Push-Up Mascara. I don't think we do, but I'm keeping an eye on things, Terry. Don't worry. These are brilliant for putting into your makeup bag. I'm just, at the moment, what I'm doing is making sure that I sort of get the waterline underneath and then I curl them. I think she should sell them in packs. Because I prefer them. I'd quite happily buy a pack of 10 of them. They're just easier to apply. Look, you can get right in there, and I'm actually holding my thumb against my nose. And then you can get into all those little lashes. And they're definitely easier to get the bottom lashes. I know. I'm always like, do you know what? I'm always thinking about, oh, that'll be great. You can carry that around. And yet the irony is, at the moment, I'm hardly going out. But I'm obsessed with things for travel. Ah, thank you, Tommy. So that's that. And then I'm going to finish off. Now, what I did in the end, if I can find it, was because, did you see that highlighter? That was the cream highlighter I used. Now, this is my favourite Estée Lauder one. And I always get stuck opening this. Ah, there we go. Now, let me just show you. It's very similar. Not quite the same, but very similar. And if I put that over the, just looking for a brush, over the cream, it just looks really pretty. Except I can't find. can't find my brush. I hope I haven't left it in the hotel, or I'll be absolutely furious. No, here it is. This is the Real Techniques highlight. It's a powder brush. Do you see how it just makes that other one pop? I mean, it definitely looks a bit more highlighty now. But that's the cream and that's the powder. And then the cream with the powder over the top. So that was the look that I did at the weekend for not for Mother's Day, for my stepson's birthday and my partner's birthday, because my partner's birthday is the day after my stepson's. That's the look. So I thought what I'll do is I will go back and I'll list all the products that I used today, because I don't always do that. But I think a lot of people might be watching me later on. I think quite a few people are watching Made by Mitchell right now. So I've got red on my teeth now. Anyway, it's better than what's on them before. So as you know, I've got a cracked tooth. But I will leave it at that. I hope you've enjoyed today. And I will list all the products that I used in this makeup that I put on today. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you all very soon. Love you all. Mwah!